Good morning, Junior 5. How are you today? Let's start to complete our lesson today, which is called the circulatory system. In this video, we are talking about the path of the blood through the heart. Okay? We are talking about the blood circulation, or the steps of the blood that pass through the heart. At first, you have to know that the right side of the heart deals with the carbon dioxide gas, but the left side of the heart deals with the oxygen gas. So the right side deals with the deoxygenated blood, but the left side deals with the oxygenated blood. At first, the blood comes from the all body parts, all the body cells. They enter to the heart through the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. The blood enters from the superior and inferior vena cava to the right atrium. Then the right atrium contracts. So the blood flows from the right atrium to the right ventricle through the valve inside the right side. So again, the blood comes from all the body parts. They enter to the heart. They enter to a chamber which is called right atrium through the superior and inferior vena cava. Then the blood flows from right atrium to the right ventricle through the valve. So the function of the valve, as we know that the function of the valve allow the blood to flow from atrium to ventricle and prevent it from returning back. Okay? Then the right ventricle contracts and then push the blood or pump the blood through the pulmonary artery. So the right ventricle contracts, pumping the blood into the two lungs through the pulmonary artery. Inside the two lungs, the blood exchange carbon dioxide gas, or the gases exchange. The blood leave the carbon dioxide gas and carry the oxygen gas. So the blood comes from the two lungs, returns to the left atrium, through the pulmonary veins. Then the blood enters to the chamber which is called left atrium. So the blood comes from the two lungs, returns to the left atrium through the pulmonary vein. Then the left atrium contracts. So the blood flows from the left atrium to the left ventricle through the valve. Then the left ventricle contracts and pushing or pumping the blood to all the body cells through the large artery inside your body, which is called aorta. So the aorta distribute or transport the blood to all the body cells. So the wall of the left ventricle is more thicker than the right ventricle. Why? Why the wall of left ventricle is more thicker than the right ventricle? Because the left ventricle pumps the blood to all the body cells through aorta. It pushes the blood to all your body cells. But the right ventricle pumps the blood to the two lungs only. So the wall of the left ventricle is more thicker than the right ventricle. We have to know some notes. When the right atrium receives the blood from the vena cava, the left atrium receives the blood from the pulmonary veins at the same time. So the atrium receives the blood at the same time. And also, when the right ventricle pumps the blood to the two lungs, the left ventricle also pumps the blood to all the body cells at the same time. The pumping of the blood in your arteries, is called heartbeats. It's called heartbeats. You have to know that your heartbeats push the blood in your arteries, so you feel the pulse in your wrist. So your heartbeats that contract or push or pump the blood in your arteries, so all of you feel the pulse in your wrist. The number of heartbeats at rest is about 70 beats per minute. 70 beats per minute. But this number of heartbeats, or the rate of your heartbeats, can be increasing. It increases during exercising. Why? To supply your body cells with the energy. Supply your body cells with more oxygen and more digested food to produce more energy that you are needed. Okay? The last part in our lesson today, how to maintain your circulatory system healthy, or how to keep your circulatory system healthy. Number 1, we should keep exercising. We should keep exercising to strengthen the heart muscle and to activate your blood circulation, to push the blood inside your heart, push the blood to all your body cells. And also, you have to eat healthy and balanced food that low in fat and salt. And also, all of you have to eat. We must eat more flesh and clean vegetables and fruits to take the vitamins. Okay? And drink suitable amount of clean water every day. We have to drink suitable amount of clean water every day, and also avoid infections and accidents. Okay? And when you are wounded, what are you doing? Try to stop the bleeding. Try to stop the bleeding and then clear the wound and treat it. And the last one, we have to avoid smoking and smokers because it harms your heart and causes weakness to the blood circulation. Thank you, jr5. Goodbye.